All right, we're here with the twins, Caroline and Heather Woolard, who are both on the cross-country team here at Camden. And let's start with, we'll go left to right. We'll start with Heather first. Heather, tell me a little bit about how fun it is not just to, participate in cross-country, but have not just your sister, but your twin sister on the team with you.
Well, it sure is an interesting experience for one. It is a lot of fun, especially when you're running, to have that thrill of competing and then competing with somebody who, is very similar to you and has the same background as you. It just really shows you how far you can go.
Caroline, is there a rivalry between you two? I mean, I'm sure that you help each other out in a lot of ways, but do you...
Certainly a strong rivalry here. Not so much this year. I've been out with an injury for most of it, but certainly in the past few years, especially middle school, was very competitive.
Okay, and tell me a little bit about the team this year. I know that you guys have been to state, about 4 years in a row, which is a great streak, and you're going to obviously be trying to extend that this year. Tell me about this year's team.
Well, it's a really great team this year. We haven't had a lot of older people in our teams. Our year is really the year that's been the base of it. So as we're getting older, we're getting better, and the team is just getting stronger and stronger as our core group moves up. So.
Are there a lot of youngsters on this team and that are helping out?
Like she said, our year was the biggest year of youngsters. We had about 5 or 6. It's been a little bit less. We have like, I want to say 1 freshman, 2 freshmen, a couple of 7th graders, 8th graders. We have a really strong 8th grader this year, actually.
What are y'all's kind of your team goals as you head into, as you get closer to the playoffs? So what do you think is a realistic, realistic goal for you guys to strive for?
Well, we just recently changed regions, so we got an all-new region, and we're going to be a little bit more competitive in our region this year. Our main competitor is going to be Indian Land, and we're looking at a 2nd place finish securely in the region, but we really want to lock down that 1st place and try to take it out.
Now, you guys also in the spring, you participate in track and field, but interestingly, Heather, you're the field side of it, and Heather, you do the track. Y'all tell me kind of what y'all participate in, and how did that, how did you come up with one of you doing the field events and one of you doing the track events?
Well, I started out as a sprinter, and because I decided that I really liked the finish of a cross-country race the best, so I decided I was going to be a sprinter. And I do that a little bit, but my coach wanted to see me in the jumps, so I started out in the jump fits. I do the long jump and the triple jump. Triple jump is my favorite. It's probably my best event.
Okay.
I really didn't like too much the distance side of cross country, but I knew I didn't want to do sprints. I mean, I did want to kind of distance myself a little bit. So I took on the 800, which is a half mile, and it's mainly a sprint, but it also involves some pacing. It's a good mix of both.
Do you guys excel more in the spring and track and field or in the fall and cross country? Are you kind of equal as far as, how well you guys do individually?
Personally, I started out a little bit better in cross country, and then as it progressed, I really blossomed in the triple jump, and I won the region last year. So I would have to say track, but hey, if we take the region this year, it's equal.
Right.
I feel like I've done better in track the past couple years than cross country.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I'm not all region, but.
Is there a really, not just between you two, but when you, and I would think because it's kind of as much as running as you guys do, no other way to put it, but because it's also kind of solitary, is there a special bond amongst all cross-country participants, just a special little thing?
There is a special bond forged in pain of running 3 miles as fast as you can. So I would say, when we cross that line, you'll turn around and you say, hey, good job, nice finish. I like that pace you had. And it's not really something that is seen much else. I mean, you shake the player's hand after the game, and it's similar to that, but I think it runs a little bit deeper when you start getting into this kind of sport.
I'd say it definitely does.
Yeah.
Our friend group started out, we had a core group of 5 friends who said, let's do the same thing, and we did cross country. And we've had the best friendship. We're so strong with each other, and we're so encouraging, and it's great.
it's amazing. We can be in the middle of a fight, be really angry at each other, and then you go out and run and you're like, it's okay, let's keep going.
Those endorphins kick in,
Yeah,
and it's all good, right?
Nothing else matters.
Well, that's terrific. You guys obviously are great representatives of Camden High School, and I wish you the best moving forward here on the region and the state meets. And I'm sure that once those commence here in a month or so, we'll talk to you again. Thanks for coming in, and go now. I'll let you go be good Camden students together.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, girls.
Thank you.